Hi, I'm Tracy Fahey. I'm an Irish writer, and I'm going to be reading today from my story Graveyard of the Lost, which appears in this excellent anthology, Graveyard Smash, Women of Horror Anthology Volume Two. Are you all right there, son? I start and open my eyes. There's an old man leaning over me, hands on his knees, his lined face concerned. His flat cap is sodden and dark with rain. Oh, yes, sir, I'm fine. Flustered, I scramble up. He leans back against a grave marker. Anna, of course you are. He smiles easily at me. What would you be doing here then, a man like yourself from America? I'm an archaeology student, I confess, taking the final year of my graduate school studies in Ireland, and I'm looking at Irish cemeteries. All the way from America to see them. He nods slowly, digesting this. Yes, I'm studying burial rites in Ireland, and I was told not to miss this one. I'm just waiting for the rain to pass to photograph it. As we've been talking, the sun has begun to gleam fitfully through the dark skies, and the rain has slackened off. You're in the right place, though. I've seen many's the professor out here looking at the graves. They're beautiful. And they are. Now that the sun is peeping through, the flecks of mica on the wet granite of the grave markers glisten, and the floral tributes are beaded with iridescent drops. It's an old cemetery. The most recent plot dates back to the 1960s. The earliest is marked only by some lichen bumps of rock that may be 15th century, or even earlier. It's a strange sight to come on down a bumpy little road with a green flash of green running down the middle. But what makes it truly extraordinary are, I stoop down and touch one of them, a cluster of objects that decorate the graves. On plot after plot you see them, toys and tiny shoes for children, a wild jumble of crockery and books and tools and flowers for the adults, each pile gaudy and incoherent and unique. The old man nods. It's a local thing, he says. We like to mark the life, you know, not the death. You see that one over there? He points to a large imposing grave marker. That belongs to Jimmy Oliver. He was a plasterer, so his workmates cemented his trowel into the headstone. And instead of pebbles, just pebble dashing. I'm photographing where he's pointing while listening intently. That lady over there, God rest her, she was a great person, always giving. Baked cakes for half the parish. Look at the angel. I look closer and see that the weeping angel statue on her grave has a rolling pin tucked firmly, if incongruously, under one arm. I suck in a breath of pure delight. Thank you for this so much. May I use this information in my thesis? He smiles at me, a web of ancient wrinkles dance. His teeth are strong and tobacco-coloured. Sure, of course you can, he says easily. Fire away. I'm still photographing the stones as I talk. Click, focus, click. This is the most wonderful cemetery I've seen in all my travels, I say truthfully, almost to myself. He looks at me shrewdly. But you've never seen the cemetery of the lost. It's a statement, not a question. That was the start of it all. That's why I'm here now, you see. I followed that fatal ribbon of clues and guesswork that led me from that cemetery on a wet west of Ireland hillside to here. The end of the story, the end of everything. It all happened because of the man crowding the cemetery.